What's up, YouTube? This is Rob here again. So today we got another RDA to do a review on, and this RDA did come from angelcigs.com, and I will put a link in the description down below so you guys can check out their website. Now, this RDA is like the K-Fun, but it is an RDA. It does have a chimney on it. It does have an enclosed housing, barrel, and everything like that. And it does have an adjustable airflow on the inside with the chimney. Now this one here, just like the Lancia that I did review, does come with 3 different barrels. Now these are different shapes, and the airflows on this are all come up through the top, and they do all have the heat sink type fins on them. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive down on the table and let's take a look at this thing. Okay guys, so here is the box that it did come in. It does say Venturi up here, and as you can tell on the front, it does show all the 3 different barrels that does come with this, or top caps that does come with this RDA. So you got your, basically you got your Stratus, the Classic, and the brake style. And now the brake doesn't have the heat sink fins, but this here is like all the other RDAs, like your Tobes and stuff like that. And then you got your Classic style right here, and once again the brake with no heat sink on there. And so we flip this around, nothing special, it's just a cardboard box I do already have open. And on the back here it does say this, the standard is set. It does say that this is a 22 millimeter device. It does have a all branding logo, and serialization are hidden, is what it says. And it does say it is made out of 304 stainless steel, customizable with included 3 cover Classic collection top caps. And then it does say 16 millimeter 3-post standard platform with 1.24 millimeter head holes for ease of building. So it does have 1.24 millimeter holes, which this does have a kind of small holes to build on. It does have a 22 karat gold plated brass extended center post, removable and adjustable with quad head lead holes. Negative post integrated and reinforced, not pressed, so they are integrated into the deck. And it does have ultra deep juice reservoir with drip tip, maximized removable peak insulator, O-rings, and highly leak resistant with ultra low maintenance. Fully adjustable and lockable internal external Cyclops airflow holes. Settings adjust internally by turning the chimney, externally twisting the drip tip. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this thing up here. And as you can tell, it does come with some extra O-rings, and it does also have some extra screws and 2 extra center pin insulators right there, which is nice. And it does come with a nice little keychain screwdriver. Those always come in handy when you're just out running around. So as you can tell, I do have these holes kind of missing. I do have the tank already kind of put together already, which you do see. You got the chimney. The chimney basically went there, this went there, and then I do already have a build in this, so I'm not going to take this off. But this center pin, which is a 24 karat gold plated brass, it does come remove. And then the center pin here, which is also gold plated all the way through, does come out. So this pin does thread all the way up in there, and this is all one piece from this here up to the center. So that does unthread out. You can also take the white insulator out and replace the white insulator if something may happen to your to it. So this does have threads, which, let's go ahead and take the chimney off. As you can tell, it does have the K-Fun style look right there, and it does say Venturi on the chimney right there. If the camera will pick that up. There it is. It does say venturi. As you can tell, it does have little cyclops holes there. It is just a little bit juicy because I was using it. And then there is the center part, comes up to the top. So here's the deck. As you can tell, it does have a nice deep deck on this thing right here. So I take my tweezers in there and push them in there. As you guys can tell, it's about that deep on the tweezers right there. That is pretty deep. So it does have a deep deck. Now, once again, the holes, they do say they're 1.24 millimeter. As you can tell, they are pretty small. And the screws are also pretty small. So I don't know what size build, size wire you are going to be able to get in this. I think you can get dual 26 gauge in this. I do believe dual 26 gauge. I do have 28 gauge in there right now, about 9 wraps. Dual 28 gauge, 9 wraps in there right now. Looks pretty good. I did try to center them up with the airflow holes right there, and then it comes up from underneath. So this is a flavor chaser right here. This is not for making clouds. This is for getting good flavor, kind of like your magma. It does have the nice deep well. It is not separated. It is all one complete whole well right there. So I basically get about, I think about 20 drops of juice in this. There's no need to constantly take the top off. You don't have to worry about this thing leaking. I have not had this thing leak whatsoever, and I don't even have an O-ring on this. I just basically thread the top piece right on, and as you can tell, the top pieces do have threads on them as well. So you just thread this thing here on, just like that. I have not had any leaking whatsoever, and once again, I don't even have an O-ring on this one here. It does come with the O-rings and stuff like that. You can put on the chimney and stuff. I didn't even put them on there. I don't even worry about it. Don't need it. It doesn't leak. This is a real nice little RDA for not even, I mean, it doesn't leak. It's nice. So yeah, you basically just put the chimney on here, line it up with your holes, and it goes down in there. And then if you guys can see, you just turn this and that closes the holes. So this is a dual coil only RDA right here, and it does have just like a little area right there. You can feel it when it's wide open. So when I adjust this with the drip tip, I don't have to worry too much, because as a drip tip's sitting in there, I just turn this and I can feel where right there where I could tell it's wide open, and then I can just keep turning it like that, and I can feel it, and I can keep turning to where I need it. So I do not have an issue with that. It would be kind of nice if you was able to see where you was actually adjusting the airflow at, so you can know exactly 100%, but I do mine wide open, so I don't have too much of an issue with it, since it does have a little spot where it does kind of tell me that it's wide open right there. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at the bottom here. It does say Venturi, does have the serial number, and once again, this is not an adjustable pin. It just tightens up this here. Now if you didn't have a coil built in this or anything, you could kind of adjust to what you want, but it would be loose, so I don't recommend using that as an adjustable. It does protrude out, so it is going to pretty much make contact with anything you own. Pretty much makes contact with everything I own anyways. So let's go ahead and throw this on the white Sir Lancelot mod. Let's go ahead and power it up. They're pretty even. So let's go ahead and get some cotton in this thing. Get all wicked up. Now I am going to use the classic version of this. I do like the classic version better. So you can see what it looks like with the classic version right here. And this And at the top cap, you really can't see it, but the air breathing is right there. Oh yeah, you can see through there. You can see my finger passing through. That is where the air comes in, is through the top right there. And then same way with this one here, air does come in through the top right there. You can see my finger only through that bottom slit. And then that's what it looks like with the Stratus on it. And then we'll go ahead and put the brake on there, and that's what it looks like that. As you can tell, it does have the airflow in the same spot. So let's go ahead and get this wicked up. Go ahead and put this stuff here up. The extras. It's nice. Everything that comes with extras. So let's go ahead and get some cotton on this thing here. Get ourselves a little cotton ball here. Let's go ahead and spread this open a little bit. Kind of roll this. Well, not working very well for this time, but let's go ahead and take this. Go ahead and kind of unroll this. There we go. Go ahead and get ourselves a piece here. Take it and roll it up. I like to roll it up in my fingers. Pinch it. Cut the tip off. Get another piece. Now this one here, I do like to leave a little bit on there because this ain't for clouds anyway. This is for flavor chasing. I want to get enough down in the well or in the deck. So I can pick up any of that juice that gets down in that deep well. So there we go. And then I just kind of push it down in there and try not to get it in front of the airflow control there. I like to keep it spaced out, but I want to get it down there so I can catch a lot of the juice down in that tunnel there. Just about like that right there. Poke that one down in there. Now that's one other thing I forgot to mention. Now the copper or the gold-plated brass post, it does have airflow. It has to have air holes on all four sides. You got a hole there, hole there, hole there, and hole there. So actually, you can actually probably get what you might be able to go with a 24 gauge in this, but you'd have to go one that way and one that way. See what I'm saying? One that way and one that way. You might be able to get 24 gauge in this. But with the chimney being so, with it having a chimney and everything, I think it'd be a pretty warm to hot vape. I like a hot vape, but I'm thinking that that'll be a little bit too hot. So okay, guys, so let's go ahead. We got that. Let's go ahead and put some strawberry custard in here. We'll go ahead and get this all soaked up. Go ahead and fire it. Get that juice down in there. Go ahead and put a little bit more on there. So as you can tell, it does heat up real nice and produces a good amount of vapor inside that chimney. So let's go ahead and put you got to put the chimney on first. We'll go ahead and put that on. And another thing is, if you leave the O-ring off of this, you won't have to worry about it spinning on you when you're tightening up the top cap. It should hold its place as well. So this is what I like to do. You just pull your drip tip off, and then you just put some drips in. So I put 15 drops in there. It can take 20, but I did have some juice already on it. So, yeah, as you can hear it. So alright guys, let's bring this back to the top, talk on that vapor a little bit more. So alright guys, that was the Venturi RDA. Now this, once again, this is going to be a flavor chaser, and this does hold a lot of juice, so you can actually fill this up 15 to 20 drops of juice, and you can actually drive for a while with this thing. So this is what's nice about this as well. It's like the Magma, where you can actually fill quite a bit of juice in there, and then you don't have to worry about dripping continuously. You can get good 20-25 pulls off this without having to drip all the time. Every 2-3 pulls dripping. This will go about 20-25 drip pulls. Now once again, this did come from angelcigs.com, and I will put a link in the description down below, and let's see how much they are selling this for. Now this RDA is selling on their website for $13.50 for the clone. So all in all, this is a real nice little flavor chasing RDA. I have not had any issues. It does not leak. It's got a pretty good airflow. I'm doing lung hits. You can do mouth hits with this also, but you can also do lung hits, and it does produce quite a bit of vapor as well. So alright guys, that is the review of the Venturi. Until next time.